All right. So by no means am I telling anybody to quit, right? It's not about quitting. But what you need to realize is that sometimes you will feel like it's best if you come back to something. So a lot of times we can be impatient as humans, right? Especially nowadays with technology and automation, people are getting things done so quickly. Like, look at Amazon, for instance. You can order something right now, and chances are where you live, you could get it the same day, right? That's something that's common in America now. 5, 6 years ago, that was only in like 1 or 2 states, and it was just so out of you know, uh, like reach. Like you're like, wait, what? You can get something the same day? That sounded so crazy to me when I first heard that. I was in Philly, and they were doing that in like 2019. It just seems so weird to me that or 2018. It seems so weird to me that you could order something and get it the same day. Now, fast forward 7 years later, right, which is crazy. Um, Now you could do that, right? I can order something now and get it later on today. And chances are it's only going to get faster from here. So if we want something for ourselves, it's almost like we expect that we can get it. Maybe we won't get it today, but maybe we'll be out closer and eventually we'll get it. If we don't set a timeline, first of all, we probably won't get it for a long time. But if our timeline is too short, the chances are we might push ourselves a little too hard to the point where we completely stop altogether. So it's about finding that balance where you want to find find out what the timeline is realistically and then push to do it, right? Get there every day, but you don't want to set yourself back to where you actually spend more time and more money and more effort going back to where you originally were. I'll give you 2 examples. I had a flat tire once. I got a flat tire. Boom, right? And I decided to drive back to where I needed to go uh, on the flat. What ended up happening was the tires hitting up against the car. Boom, 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 boom. It was a Nissan at the time, and Nissans, the older ones, were known for their electrical issues. If you guys didn't know, now I don't know if they fixed that probably, but it was an '08 or '09. Boom, boom, boom. And ended up hitting up against the wiring harness, totally effing up the electrical system, even worse than it was destined to be, right? So basically what ended up happening was not only did I need a new rim, but I ended up totaling the car, short story, because the electrical harness got so messed up, it short circuited everything. The car just died on the side of the road. All the lights came on, boom, and I remember this so clearly. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, boom. We could have an in-depth story about it because there's so much more to this story, but I didn't even do the flat tire. I let somebody drive my car, and they got the flat by hitting some other car. It was crazy. We were young. Go, 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 just go. I know the person. I'll tell him whatever. Person chases me down. I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it in another video if you want. It's actually pretty entertaining, that story. But this long story is, if I just stayed patient, I waited there, I could have got the whole problem solved much quicker. I wouldn't have ended up having to buy a new rim, buy a new car, right? So I fixed the electrical first just to end up getting a new car. It was all messed up. So that's one example. Another example is every single day I've been adding a lap to my runs. So started with 1 lap, 2 laps, 3 laps. Today was going to be 4 laps. And what I've been dealing with the sprained ankle for a couple weeks now. And yesterday I felt it on the run, but I decided to push through. Today, 1 lap, this shit just starts spasming out and just shooting, radiating up. I'm like, listen, I could push through this, or I could be patient, come back tomorrow and hit my 4 laps and just rest my ankle today. Like, as much as I would have, loved to just push through and just run on this thing, that it made me think of the car situation where I could end up just having to, you know, having do that full lapse, and I would just have so much more damage, and it would take longer, more time, more effort, more energy, more money. Maybe I'd have to start doing some rehab, going to a fucking doctor, you know. I don't I believe in self-healing. You're able to heal yourself not only physically but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You can also heal things through positive thinking. You know, if I have the intention that my ankle will heal and it's on its way or it is healed, chances are those thoughts are going to send a neurological signal down to where the pain isn't as intense, as opposed to like, oh, like, it's all placebo, really. Placebo is very intense. Um, like a baby, they just like fall. Maybe they didn't hurt. They start screaming, hurting. Oh, you know. Um, but that same baby falls. You know, um, or a baby the same age falls. Different mindset. Give that same baby a different mindset, and you know, to just brush it off, start laughing about the shit. So it's all about mindset, but also be patient. Don't quit. It's not about quitting, but it's about coming back to things. Sometimes it's not right. Nothing should feel forced. Whenever something feels forced, chances are that it's not meant for you right now. Um, or it might not ever be meant for you. But you never know. Some things just aren't meant for you right now. If you do want something, chances are you can get it. But maybe it's just not for you right now. So just keep that in mind. All right, be patient with what you want, and eventually you will get it.